Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Winter in the Midwest can definitely be unpredictable. Whether it's a frozen or broken water pipe, fire emergency, or a surprise mold, ServPro of Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, and Grinnell Pella has you covered with trained professionals ready 24/7, 365 days a year to make your emergency like it never even happened. Visit servpro.com, Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, or call us at 641-682-0782. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more, plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
And welcome in. It is time for the morning wake up here on Steve Shetler Media on a Wednesday, February 5th. Oh, I'm flying solo today. Where's Neil? Well, Neil is home. He's got some sickos at his house, so he's got to take care of them. So he's going to try to be in tomorrow. So fingers crossed on Neil, and get better to everybody that's sick out there. Currently 22 degrees here in the big town of Sigourney, and let's get things rolling here. We do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor. Savings are made simple, and you can go to shopbrothersmarket.com. Also, download the Brothers Market app. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals. It's a smart way to shop. We thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headliner. We thank Oski Dental. They sponsor our studios. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan at 641-673-4845. Accepting new patients. Oski Dental going to file your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider, and they're located at 902 South 17th Street, Oskaloosa. Oski Dental, Brothers Market, big parts of Steve Shetler Media. Hey, we do thank Garden Gate for sponsoring our forecast. You know, for some reason, I don't have the image that I want to put up for the Garden Gate, so we're just going to put that up for right now. Take a look at that while I try to find the image that I want to have on the screen. Give me just a second. There we go. I found it. All right. Do your Valentine's Day shopping at the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Valentine's Day coming up on Friday, February 14th. A special gift makes a special day. It's so special. Let Garden Gate help. They've got fresh flowers, the roses. They've got balloons, candy, stuffed animals, candles, many other gift ideas and items. So get into Garden Gate for Valentine's Day. Proudly serving Keokuk County and the surrounding areas for 27 plus years. We thank Cindy at the Garden Gate for sponsoring our forecast. Winter weather advisory in effect today from noon until 9 p.m. Going to be potentially slick out there. A slight chance of some snow this morning, switching over to some freezing rain, and a high of 31. So our temps going to be lingering around that freezing mark most of the day. Total daytime ice accumulation, less than 1/10 of an inch. But it doesn't take much ice to make things dangerously slick. Little or no snow accumulation expected, but just a little bit of ice. And a little bit of ice can go a long way. Some freezing rain for tonight, little or no ice accumulation expected. Cloudy, a low of 29. Tomorrow, sunny and much nicer, a high of 41. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, a low of 20. Friday will be partly sunny and a high of 36. Right now, current conditions, we have humidity at 74%. Winds are east at about 15 miles per hour. Barometer at 30.23. Dew point at 16. And then right now we have 22 degrees according to the National Weather Service equipment right here in the Oski Dental Studios. Let's give you the details on that winter weather advisory. Noon today till 9 tonight. Freezing rain, freezing drizzle expected. That's for portions of southeast Iowa. Roads, especially bridges and overpasses, will likely become slick and hazardous. Difficult travel conditions are possible. Hazardous conditions could impact the afternoon and evening commutes. So if you're driving home later on today, tonight, be prepared for some slick conditions. Slow down. Use caution while driving. Prepare for possible power outages. That'd be pretty extreme. But just be advised of that. Be prepared for slippery roads. Slow down. Use caution. If you're going outside, watch your first few steps taken. You don't want to fall down. These surfaces could be icy and slippery, increasing your risk of falling or injuries. So just be advised of that. Could get slick later on today. Probably going to get slick, in fact, with that winter weather advisory, some freezing rain, freezing drizzle on the way. Again, we thank Garden Gate in Sigourney for being our weather sponsor. Get in there on Valentine's Day for your Valentine's Day shopping. Let's take a look at our This or That. It's brought to us by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group in Sigourney. Again, Legacy Insurance Group and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. So our This or That, you're choosing between your streaming apps. I can imagine that most everybody will go with Netflix on this one, although there are some really good shows on Max these days. So don't discount Max. Used to be HBO Max, now it's just Max. So Netflix, or as it's listed there, HBO Max. What do you think? This or that? That went up at 6 a.m. Get your comments in. How would you like to stream either a Netflix or Max? Our question of the day goes up at noon. It is brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa, 202 North Main, Sigourney. Make sure you call or text for an appointment. For what reason have you unfollowed someone on Facebook? I'm guessing the majority of people that comment on this are going to say politics. I've done it myself. So for what reason have you unfollowed someone on Facebook? I'm sure there are other reasons out there. Plenty of good reasons to unfollow people. But yeah, that's your question of the day. We'll see what the comments we get starting at noon. Let's take a peek at our For the Fun of It tournament. And this month's tournament is Favorite Soda. It's sponsored by Shetler Insurance Services. Stacy, located at the east side of the square in Sigourney, right smack dab there in the middle of the east side of the square in Sigourney, next to the alley. Canada Dry Ginger Ale against Pepsi. This is just regular Pepsi. Now, we've got a bunch of Pepsi products on the tournament this month, but this one is just good old Pepsi against a Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Thumbs up for Canada Dry, heart for Pepsi. Let's take a look at our brackets. So far, Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper have moved on in the tournament. Right now, we're down to that bottom left corner. Canada Dry Ginger Ale against Pepsi. Next will be Diet Coke against A&W Root Beer. So those are some of your matchups here on the tournament. We've got Mountain Dew coming up, Sprite, Diet Pepsi, Fanta, Wild Cherry Pepsi, Coke Zero. Bunch of stuff coming up here on our favorite soda tournament, sponsored by Shetler Insurance Services. Again, you're voting till 6 p.m. right now. Canada Dry versus Pepsi. Thumbs up for Canada Dry, heart for Pepsi. Those are your options today. What's going on this week here on Steve Shetler Media? Bunch of stuff. Last night, boy, I tell you what, if you didn't tune in for that Sigourney boys basketball game last night, you missed out. Now, the Sigourney girls pretty much pounded Iowa Valley last night. So the Sigourney girls had a nice, easy win. Lots of players got lots of playing time, so that was good to see. Sigourney boys and Iowa Valley boys went down to the final shot, which Iowa Valley missed. So the Sigourney boys got out with the 2-point win last night. So congratulations. John Berg was our boys player of the game for Sigourney Motors. McKinley Chittick was our girls player of the game. So congratulations to those two. Again, congrats to Sigourney on coming out with 2 wins last night at Iowa Valley. Sadly, that was our last regular season Sigourney basketball game on Steve Shetler Media. We'll see how things play out. We'll see if maybe we can get in on some Sigourney postseason play. We'll just see how things line up as far as when the pairings are announced for the upcoming tournament. Now, Pekin is at English Valleys tomorrow night. That's a boys-only double header. I think we're planning on bringing you the JV and the varsity boys games, so tune in. Pekin at EV tomorrow night. Next week, North Mahaska versus Oskaloosa for basketball, so tune in for those things. Coming up on Friday, we're closing in on Friday, just a couple of days away now. Jordan Beam is going to be at Barnwired for the Iowa Music Showcase. Now, I was chatting online with Jordan yesterday. He knows full well that his history is showing up late for the Iowa Music Showcase. So he says he's going to be on time this time. We'll see. We'll see. Jordan on a roll. He's the Iowa Music Awards Country Artist of the Year for 2024. He's the Midwest CMO New Artist of the Year for 2023. The guy's a heck of a singer, and he's a lot of fun. And I like to give him a hard time about being late, but he's a good guy. Looking forward to seeing Jordan Beam, whatever time he arrives on Friday for the Iowa Music Showcase. 11:30 to noon. Be there in person. Watch it online. Listen to it in podcast form, however you want to take that in. Same thing for Sports Section. That's coming up on Saturday morning, again, at Barnwired in Sigourney. Stop in for some coffee and breakfast to get you going on a Saturday. And watch the Sports Section if you want. Area coaches and athletes. And we'll have some different teams stopping in. Home decor, coffee, and more at Barnwired, and the Sports Section, Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. Watch it in person, watch it online, listen to it in podcast form, whatever you would like to do. Let's take a peek at our community calendar. It's sponsored by Enchanted Events, located just south of Sigourney, right off Highway 149. Weddings, graduations, reunions, whatever event you have coming up, you should hold it at Enchanted Events just south of Sigourney. They got a bunch of stuff coming up, including the Tyler Richton and Highbank Boys concert, April 26th. Put that on your calendars. Get your tickets in advance. Hey, one thing else on the community calendar, Sigourney Public Library has their freezer meal menu. And the last day to register to get in on this is Valentine's Day. Let's see here. The food will be coming out on February 25th, 26th. They've got a great assortment there. Tacos, spaghetti, chicken Parmesan pizza, Fiesta arriba, Fiesta chicken casserole, lots of other stuff there that you might want to get in on. Call or stop in and talk to Miss Amanda at the Public Library in Sigourney about the freezer meal menu that they do each month. Also, on the calendar, what else do we have here? We've got Puzzle Palooza coming up at Grant Ranch in Sigourney. That's put on by the Kiwanis Club of Sigourney on Saturday, March 8th. Put that on your calendar. And then, what else do we have here? Valentine's Day coming up. The 4-H kids in Keokuk County having their Valentine's Day dinner fundraiser. Use the QR code, maybe get a hold of the Iowa State University Extension in Sigourney for more information. Again, check that out for Valentine's Day. An option there that you might want to take in and help out the 4-H kids. I'm trying to think. What else do we have? Is that it? I think we got through most everything. Let's go ahead and jump into our birthdays. Nope, that's not what I want. Whoa! Spoiler, I don't want to do that. There we go. Happy birthday, you. You know, I don't know what that music was that I was playing, but it was pretty catchy. That was some pretty catchy music that I played. Let's take a look at our birthdays. It's brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers, your broker, owner, realtor. And you can get more info on her listings at hometown-re.com. On the hometown side, local and area birthdays. Dave Coddington has a birthday. And then Bob Pace, who, if you're big into the Iowa music scene, you know the name of Bob Pace. Guy's a heck of a guitar player, heck of a musician. So Bob and Dave, happy birthday to you today. Celebrity birthdays for today. From football, Roger Staubach from the Cowboys back in the 80s. He's turning 83 today. Maybe he was in the 70s too. I don't really remember. I remember Roger Staubach, but yeah, happy birthday to him, 83. Actress Jennifer Jason Leigh is 63. We've got Duff McKagan, bass player for Guns N' Roses, 61. Bobby Brown, is he in jail? I can't remember. Bobby Brown, 56 years old. Sarah Evans from country music is 54. And from soccer, Cristiano Ronaldo. Is that how you say his name? He's 40, if you like soccer. Those are your birthdays. Brought to us by Hometown Real Estate, hometown-re.com. All right, here I am. Hi. How you doing? We're doing the morning wake up, brought to us by Brothers Market. We are coming to you live from the Oski Dental Studios. It is February 5th, the 5th of December, 5th of February. I don't know why I said December. 2 months late on that. On this date in history, 1663, a giant earthquake rocked Canada. Yeah, the old Canadian earthquake back in 1663. 1887, that's usually where you get the earthquakes, in San Francisco. But they had snow on this date. In 1887, San Francisco received an all-time record of 3.7 inches of snow, nearly 4 inches of snow on this date. San Francisco, 1887. On this date, 1953, Disney classic Peter Pan hit theaters. And then on this date in 1996, Elizabeth Taylor filed for divorce from her 7th husband. You think you would find the right one by the time the 7th husband rolled around? I don't know, how many husbands she has had, but number 7 went the byway that day. Today on the National Day calendar, where is Neil? Where is Neil when you need him on National Did You Fart Day? I'm sure he has already celebrated numerous times today. If you missed the beginning of the show, Neil is hoping to be in tomorrow. People are sick at his house. He needed to stay home. So, National Did You Fart Day? Maybe we'll celebrate that tomorrow with him. And then it's National Weather Person's Day. So, a couple of days that Neil would like to celebrate. He is the official meteorologist for Steve Shetler Media. All right, before we go any further, let's hear from some of our sponsors, like our headliner, Brothers Market. Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191.
Sweethearts Rosé from Tassel Ridge Winery is the perfect gift for your Valentine. This sweet rosé offers strawberry and candied fruit aromas and juicy, ripe fruit flavors, and it's packaged in a 500 milliliter heart-shaped bottle with a clear Valentine's label. Sweethearts Rosé is a unique, classy Valentine's gift that will be appreciated by anyone who likes a sweet rosé. Sweethearts Rosé is available in very limited quantities and only at Tassel Ridge Winery.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP, is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. And we do thank all of our sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media. Brothers Market in Sigourney, our headliner for our morning wake up. And we also thank Oski Dental and Toothy for sponsoring our studios. Appreciate all of our sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media. All right, time for some things you need to know. Whoa, dude. And some things you need to know. Well, some LA fire victims are having to wait up to a year and a half before starting to rebuild while toxic ash and debris are removed from the site. So that'd be a bummer. Andy Reid, Coach Andy Reid for the Kansas City Chiefs, says that he will be back next season regardless of the outcome of this Sunday's game for the Super Bowl. So Andy Reid will be back. Not so good news for the Michael Jordan family. Michael Jordan's son Marcus was arrested yesterday, charged with cocaine possession, also driving under intoxication and resisting arrest. So Michael going to have to lay the smack down on Marcus and get his life back in order. Did you know that Ted Danson and Kelsey Grammer, they acted together, worked together on Cheers, they didn't talk for the longest time for some reason. They didn't get along. But for 30 years after the show went off the air, Cheers, they didn't speak to each other. The good news is now that Ted Danson and Kelsey Grammer are now on speaking terms. So I don't know what happened there, but they didn't like each other, but they have finally come together. Let's see here. Rising egg prices affecting Waffle Houses. Is there a Waffle House around Iowa? I don't know. Kind of more of a southern thing. Waffle House is now adding a 50-cent per egg charge to all items on their menu. So if you're heading to a Waffle House, wherever that may be, expect higher prices. My goodness, my cat is going crazy in the background. Other stuff that you need to know. If you need something to worry about, how about monarch butterflies? The butterfly count in the U.S. is at its lowest in 30 years. Scientists say that pesticides, diminishing habitat, and climate change are taking their toll on the monarch butterflies. So if you see a monarch butterfly, take care of it. Did you know Amazon Prime is turning 20 this year? Just something to keep in mind. How many boxes have been delivered to your house in the last 20 years? At my house, it's been a bunch. Let's see here. McDonald's. Are you a fan of the Shamrock Shake? My wife, Stacy, loves a Shamrock Shake. They will be back on Monday, giving you just over a month to grab a Shamrock Shake. The Oreo Shamrock McFlurry, made with vanilla soft serve, minty green syrup, and Oreo cookie pieces will also be on the menu. So look for some St. Patty's Day desserts from McDonald's. General Motors dealer Rick Hendrick has dished out nearly $4 million so that he can have the honor of owning the very first Corvette ZR1. This is the fastest production car available in the U.S. Top speed of 233 miles per hour. Why'd they stop at 233? Why didn't they go to 234? Or maybe 235? Good thing about this is the nearly $4 million that the guy spent went to the Red Cross in this auction. So he gets a fast car. Money goes to a good charity. Other stuff you need to know, there is talk that the U.S. government could end up buying TikTok. That's just what you want. Have your apps, your social media apps, owned by the government. No thanks. I don't do TikTok, so it doesn't matter to me either way. A new study found that students spend over an hour on their phones during school hours. That is why schools are taking away cell phones during school hours. Because kids, people are addicted to their phones, to their apps, so that's the way it goes. Other stuff. A new study says that older adults who maintain active social skills, like playing bingo, lower their risk of developing dementia by 38%. And we've talked about that before. You got to keep your brain active, keep engaged during your older years to avoid stuff like dementia. There was that big fire concert. It was a Fire Aid. The big one was over the weekend. Now, Jelly Roll, however, put on his own concert at the Rose Bowl out in California for about 16,000 people. That was included 1,000 inmates who helped out firefighters during the recent LA fires. The 30-song show lasted over 2 hours. Special guests included Nate Smith, Lainey Wilson, Shinedown, Marshmello, and Public Enemy. Public Enemy. So Jelly Roll putting on that charity concert for folks out in California. Did you know that the Beatles won their 8th Grammy Award on Sunday night? How did that happen? I didn't watch the Grammys. Probably nobody else did either. Because it was, from what I heard, it was just a big, people get up and talk politics. Who wants to hear about politics? And then Beyonce winning the Country Album Award. And it's not country. Anyway, Beatles, how have they only... First of all, how did they win a Grammy Award the other night? And how have they only won 8 Grammy Awards? Shouldn't they have like a house full of Grammy Awards? You would think so. Finally, back to the Super Duper Bowl. Travis Kelce was asked if he was planning to propose to Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl this Sunday. He coyly replied, "Wouldn't you like to know?" Oh. Are we going to see it this year? If the Chiefs win again, is Travis Kelce going to go down on one knee and propose to Taylor Swift? We'll all find out on Sunday. Let's go to the impossible. Today's impossible question. Phone chargers are the most common thing left behind in hotel rooms. What is second? What is the second thing, most common thing to be left behind in hotel rooms? Think about that. I'm not seeing all the comments on my phone this morning. I know Dan, there's Poopy, by the way, making his appearance on the camera. Got Dan, Carson, Patrick, Amber in the comments. Let's see if I can. My phone's going to act weird. Let's see if I can grab it on my computer. I know I've got some other comments. Good morning to you, Sherry. We've got Douglas. We've got Laura Lee. We've got Cindy. Yeah, I'm just not seeing all my comments this morning, so I apologize if I am missing you. Amber saying toothbrush. I see that. Let me scroll through here. Anthony's in there. Dixie, Nancy, Jackie, Sherry, Sandy, Patrick, Bubby. All right, I think I got caught up on everybody. So a good morning to all of you. Today's impossible question. Phone chargers are the most common thing left behind in hotel rooms. What is number 2? Underwear. Your gross, crusty underwear are left behind in hotel rooms, right behind phone chargers. So, fun. Let's go weird. Let's get weird. I mean,
that is weird.
This whole show is kind of weird, but this is officially the weird news. U.S. government has issued a level 4, level 4 do not travel advisory to several regions in Mexico, a popular destination for American spring breakers. So don't go to Mexico. Level 4, warning. Don't go to Mexico. You might not come back. Other stuff in the weird news. Just hours before that deadly crash at the Reagan National Airport, another American Airlines flight was forced into a last-minute redirection to avoid a mid-air collision. What is going on at our airports, folks? It's DEI is what's going on. They're not hiring the best people for the jobs. They're just meeting their quota on certain groups. Yeah. Get people in there that can do the job and do it correctly. How about that? Let's go to space. Astronomers have identified an asteroid. They're calling it 2024 YR4, which is a 200-foot-long space rock with a 1.3% chance of colliding with Earth on December 22nd of 2032. Merry Christmas. Put that on your calendars. Make that an event on your calendar. December 22nd, 2032, asteroid hitting Earth. 1.3, I mean, so you're saying there's a chance. Let's go to Washington State. In a desperate attempt to get habitual speeders to slow down, Washington State lawmakers are pushing a bill requiring speed limiting devices in drivers' cars with a history of excessive speeding. Sounds like a good idea. If you are a habitual speeder and you have multiple tickets, put it in. Limit their speed. Let's go to some dinosaur news. A fossil enthusiast, walking along a coastal cliff, stumbled upon what might be the world's oldest vomit. Dinosaur puke. 66 million years old, regurgitated meal from the Cretaceous era. It was crusty puke. It was found at a fossil site. The discovery consists of fossilized sea lilies, remnants of an unfortunate meal that a prehistoric fish couldn't quite stomach. Fossilized dinosaur barf. How about this horrible story? In an unthinkable case of parental negligence, a mother is facing murder charges after allegedly burning her infant to death with a hairdryer while under the influence. Authorities say she passed out while attempting to warm her baby, only to wake up to the horrific scene. First responders arrived. They found the infant unresponsive with severe burns. Efforts to revive the baby were unsuccessful. That is horrible. Other horrible news in a case of terrible timing and actually some pretty good luck. A woman stepped out of her living room just 2 seconds before a speeding car crashed into her home where she was standing. After an alleged road rage incident, authorities say the crash happened when a high-speed chase between two vehicles ended with one losing control, slamming into the house. The people had lived in the house for 35 years. They say they are quite lucky to be alive after that road rage incident where a car crashed into a house. How about let's go to the Caribbean. Caribbean Queen. Authorities in the Caribbean are investigating a grim discovery after a partially submerged fishing boat carrying at least 19 decomposed bodies was found drifting near the coast. Authorities are working to trace the vessel's journey and understand the circumstances behind the tragedy. 19 dead people in a fishing boat in the Caribbean. And then finally, in some weird news today, if that all wasn't weird enough, we got to end with a UFO story. A U.S. congressman has reignited the UFO debate, claiming a high-ranking admiral reported a football field-sized object. Again, something the size of a football field moving at hundreds of miles per hour beneath the ocean. That's something huge. How does something like that hide in the ocean? And where does it go? Where did it come from? Where did it go? The cotton-eyed UFO. The revelation shared by Representative Tim Burchett fuels speculation about government secrecy regarding unexplained phenomena. So UFOs, they aren't just in the skies, people. They are in the ocean. By the way, how about this for a most popular Valentine's candy by state? If you're wondering, here in Iowa, M&M's. M&M's is the most popular Valentine's candy. When I think Valentine's Day, I really don't think M&M's. That's kind of a strange thing. Shall we go to the law and disorder? Let's do it. Florida, always good for some disorder. A man was arrested after allegedly snatching a woman's purse, only to discover it contained a little baby kitten. Well, first of all, shame on the guy for stealing the purse. Second of all, that's kind of weird that a kitten is inside of a purse. Authorities say the suspect, a 34-year-old with a rap sheet a mile long, made off with the bag near a busy intersection, unaware that he had just committed kitten abduction. Meow. Police tracked the stolen property to an abandoned vehicle. Now, the funny thing is, once they got there, the kitten came crawling out from underneath the vehicle and was rescued. So the suspect, however, was arrested. Some of the details are a little murky. Now sits in jail on a $10,000 bond, presumably rethinking his life choices of stealing purses and kittens. Don't steal a little baby kitten. Isn't that right, Poopy? I don't think we have. Yeah, I'm not sure what I did for a good news story today. But you can look for the good news story brought to us by Lifetime Dental Solutions. That'll be posted on Facebook at 7:45. Let's go to the duh.
Duh.
In the duh, a woman facing criminal charges over her choice of a bumper sticker. You know, there are some pretty vulgar bumper stickers out there. Her bumper sticker said, "Don't be a C word." I'm not sure which C word we're talking about. But anyway, don't be a C word. Some found the bumper sticker crass, offensive. But others apparently found it to be criminal, which I think is a little bit overboard. Authorities charged her with displaying a threatening or abusive sign likely to cause harassment or distress, though she pleaded not guilty and argued that the sticker didn't harm anyone. the case, which has baffled many people. Again, we're talking about a sticker on a car and the woman getting arrested. That is kind of crazy. She's been granted bail. The fact that she's heading to trial over a sticker has a lot of people wondering, though, what's going on. I'm not sure where this story is, what state this is happening in. I need to look that up, but that's kind of... I mean, the whole thing gets a duh.
Duh. Duh? Duh! Duh.
Don't put nasty stickers on your car. But you also shouldn't be arrested for it, I wouldn't think. Let's get another look at our forecast for today. Again, it's brought to us by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Great place to shop for Valentine's Day. Winter weather advisory goes into effect officially at noon. Goes through 9 p.m. tonight. Possibly some snow this morning. No accumulation expected there, but freezing rain could cause things to get slick quickly. Coming up later on today and tonight. Probably going to see, and I know we've already seen some of our area schools getting out early today due to that freezing rain. So just be advised of that. Again, we do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor on the Morning Wake Up. We are broadcasting live from the Oski Dental Studios. On this Wednesday, let's look up at our video schedule. We've got In Remembrance Of, that's at 8 a.m. We've got country music news, maybe, hopefully. That comes in later on. 5:30, Successful Farming. 5:45, The Scene podcast. And then, assuming the weather allows, we'll have the Sigourney City Council meeting coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. So tune in for that. Find out what's happening in the big town of Sigourney. Otherwise, that is going to do it for today. Be safe out there. Keep an eye on the weather. Drive slow in the slick conditions. And otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.